All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 posts in on the south side here. This was the easier side, it was the high side. If you're kind of confused as to how I decided what to do here, or what side to start with, not only is the overhead door and the stairway in my way on this side, but because the building is tipping that way, this being the high side, my wall is sitting out when I get all done putting in a plumb series of posts. So that's what you're seeing here. When you get around behind this post, you can see that the wall needs to be brought in. You know, it's tight up there and the gap grows. So the wall's coming in that direction. It's doing that over here as well. But if I was trying to install, if I had begun on this side, then I'd have the wall in this space, physical space that I'm trying to place post and be plumb. Because ultimately that's based on the beam being tucked in tight to the sheathing and then plumbing it downward. And basically when we take this side up, this gap will close behind that as we raise the floor on that side. The whole 90-degree situation will travel as a group, in theory, and everything will be in good shape there. If I had begun on this side, I would have to be pushing that wall away from me while I'm doing my digging with the machine, which is already kind of fiddly to kind of keep from bumping into the wall. And then when I put the post in, I'd have to have another guy that could hold the wall out or something for me. So that ended up working out real nice. And now everybody's in here. We're supposed to get some rain in the next few days. I like to see water sink down in here, settle, and do what it does best, which is to pack this medium down for me. I did some standing on it and some beating it with a Johnson bar, basically stuffing it in there a little bit, but it's full of these big river rocks here still. This foundation went a foot or two down all the way around. It's so crappy and falling apart. I want to get most of that out of here. So I'm going to let the water settle all of that, and then I'm going to get the lifting shores moved over to this side, and then I'm going to come through here and pare off as much as I can with the bucket of this top that still has bricks mixed into it and stuff like that. I want to get all that out of here. We want to replace, we're going to maybe put a foot of filler in here and tamp it all down to prep for concrete. I just don't want to deal with these big stones. I've been taking them out, hand chucking them into the bucket, and then backing out here and dumping them. See, they're all in here. And just more and more of those round ankle busters or whatever. Oh, there's one right now, just as I speak, just as I say it. And then I'm gonna, before the weekend here, I'm gonna get the beam under here. This has been really compromised here. This stairwell wasn't built remotely correctly. It's hard to do a stairwell like this with the landing in the middle of it and not take out so many. I mean, these 3 floor joists are 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 have been cut off. There's never been a beam. Normally they put 1 like 1 1/4, 5/4 board there. It should be 2 1.5 dimension pieces of the same material as the joists laminated into a beam to jump from 1 complete beam across the ends of beams that have been cut off to another complete beam to create an isolated floor box and then an opening. The problem with jumping over to connect to this guy is over here he's been cut off because you don't want to bang your head, and this one's been cut off too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have been, joists have been cut off at the back of this building, and that's contributed a lot to some of the failures and stuff that we've seen here. What I'd like to see is these joists sistered over on to there, and then leave this long opening here, then truly head these off with a beam to that one which has been extended and fill that one in and fill in the floor, and take a stairway either from the floor up there through the opening straight or up here. Of course that cuts off your door, and that's what somebody was trying to do here, was keep this door in the middle of the back room. So maybe if we want to cut a few more off here and make an opening like this, then we could take stairs from back here and go straight upstairs to a landing and step off or something like that. But this needs some construction, needs to be addressed with construction in the future before they go back to using the barn. However, I want to move that over here, so I'm going to take the middle shore out. I'm going to get under it with the bucket. I'm going to then take the 2 side shores out. I'm going to set it down, hand move it over to this side, get around on this side of it with the machine, and take it back up and in here. And I think this, leaving this bracket on here, it's going to clear this stairway, because I went up here and looked. I'm going to basically be right here with that shore be over here, and I look to see that, yeah, when I line up it still makes it so I can come over here. The problem is I'm going to go right through here, and there was nothing to pick up on that first joist. He's right there. I don't know if you can see him. He was cut off here for no good reason. He could have just come right across. There was no reason to cut him off to create these stairs. So I don't know what the big idea was. So I stuck 2 layers of 2x10 on here with these big long ledger lockers. I took those away, but that'll be where the end of the beam grabs and takes this whole end of the building up, and it'll be picking on that alone until it gets to here. So we're gonna miss, what did I say, 3, 4 floor joists there. It should work okay. Those ledger lock screws, where did I put those here? You know, there's all different kinds of heavy construction screws here, different manufacturers. I use the Ledge Timberlock brand. They have a proprietary drive, but I put 2 of those, as you saw, into those on every stud, and you know, you can get all different lengths and stuff, but I think that should be just fine. That's all that's going on. If the framing hadn't been cut back, that's all that's going on here. Are these ends of these joists are simply nailed into the stud here, because this is balloon framing, and then we're picking it up, and we're basically using the power shear strength in those nails to pick the whole structure up as a result. I must have stepped in some dog shit or something, maybe not. So anyway, here's our studs, and I got 2 nice long 6-inch guys through both layers of this and into most of that 2x4 on every location all the way down to the end. So now we can get under there, and we'll do it probably right here-ish. So I'm gonna take these stairs out so we have the room to put that shore right here, because we do have to come in just here behind the plane of the stairs. It'll actually be right here-ish, not over there. So I'll take the stairs off real quick, and then we'll move this over here. And then the fun part comes, because we get to lift the low side of the building and go out and look at how straight and square it is. And here comes my reinforcements to do my hand moving of the beam. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see ya.